Okay, so let's start a full demo of our CDC app. This is an app that shows how to search for a patient, adding pronouncing death into the patient file, make modifications, then upload to the public text server. So let's start by searching the last name, saying Burdell. Why Burdell? Burdell is a fictional student in the history of Georgia Tech. So we choose George Burdell. And then we have a list of patients whose last name is Burdell. And we just select one. So the first line is the patient name, the second line is the birth date, and the third line is the ID of the patient or the web link. And we choose this one. So this is patient George Burdell, birth date, gender, address. Well, if this patient is dead, well, we don't know from the file. Now let's click on pronouncing death. So here we need to input the date of the pronounced death. Let's say December 31st, 2019. Time, let's say 11:59:59. And oh, oops. Place of death. Well, we have several options. Let's say death in hospital. Then the name and address of place of death. Name, Emory Hospital. Okay. Voila. Then the next thing is the street address. Let's just put 123 MLK Boulevard. The next is the city. That's Atlanta, Georgia, 30332. Oh, and the physician who pronounced death. Let's just say Dr. Strange. License number, we just put 123456789 here. Great. Then we jump to the next step, causal chain. So here, we have one underlying cause of death and three underlying cause of death and one immediate cause of death. This is underlying cause of death 1. Okay, I think this is good. And the physician think that I might need to make modification here. So 486 is the second underlying cause of death, and 285.9. Okay, and this one looks good to a physician. So we just click on Save Changes. Then we go to the last step, Review and Submit. So we have recorded the date of pronounced death, time of pronounced death, place of death type, where the patient died. Okay, this is a little bit tricky, I would say. Okay. Dr. Strange, pronounced death, and the license number. And we have the immediate cause of death and 3 underlying causes of death. Then the certifier is actually the same as the physician pronounced death. So we just copy the certifier name and license number, and we need some extra information about the address. So we just put, okay, 1, 2, 3. We have a different one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. MLK Road. Okay, great. The next one is Atlanta, Georgia. 303, 30332. Oops. Okay, now we're done. Everything is good. We just click on Confirm and Submit. Okay, cool. It says we're all done. So now we just need to check the patient information here. How do we do that? We go to the web page. of the public data set. Okay, let's look for all the patients. Search by last name, family name, Berdell, and we search. Okay, we have well, several patient with the name of George Berdell, and we look for the latest one. I think this is the latest one. Uh, Now we have the patient, starting with the prefix uh, MIB lab, and we have the death date, the last day of 2019, the death time, death place, dying hospital, street of death, all information, the same as what we just did. And well, this patient was born in 1919, and the home address is this. Okay, I think everything is good, and if we can also double check by restarting this app. Oops. Okay, that's a mistake. Uh, okay, let's restart this app, and you'll see. Let's search for Berdell again. Which Berdell was that? Let me see. I might be 889. Oops, not this one. Hit this one. Yes. And we have the disease status change here. I still need to implement this disease date. I'll do that later. Thanks for watching.